The Foretellers reintroduction at the end of Kingdom Hearts 3 brought a lot of questions of just what their purpose might be in the Lost Master arc, and we've already gotten hints that the Foretellers may essentially be the new antagonists in the Lost Master arc, based on not only the scene with young Xehanort and Erika starting a new chess game, which follows immediately after the Foretellers and Luciu's reveal in the Keyblade Graveyard, but also in the Master of Masters conversations with Luciu towards the end of Kingdom Hearts Union Cross. So while this already seems to be setting up the Foretellers pretty solidly as the new antagonist for the Lost Master arc, what could that possibly look like? Welcome back, y'all. This is your girl Empowered Muse, and today we're going to do a bit of a prediction exercise of just how we could expect the Foretellers to show up as a new antagonist in Kingdom Hearts 4 and onward in the Lost Master arc. So I wanted to basically do a brief analysis of how the Foretellers would initially show up in this new arc, how they'll fight Sora as far as their abilities and potential strength levels to each other. Granted, these are ancient Keyblade wielders, so they'll all obviously be super strong, and whether they could potentially leave clues for Sora to further explore as the Lost Master arc goes on. So what I'm expecting as far as just how the Foretellers could at least initially present themselves to Sora is by way of a secret battle at the end of the game, or perhaps another rendition of the data battles that we've seen in Kingdom Hearts 2 and Kingdom Hearts 3. That said, I'm curious of whether these potential secret data battles would be presented much like they were presented in Kingdom Hearts 2, or even like the Lingering Will boss fight in Kingdom Hearts 2, as opposed to the data battles in Kingdom Hearts 3, where you had to complete all the data battles before moving on to a secret movie for the next game. But either way, this is how I'm sort of expecting the Foretellers to essentially introduce themselves to Sora as basically super difficult post-in-game boss fights, which is not to say that we won't see them at all at Kingdom Hearts 4 or future Kingdom Hearts games in the story. But if they did in fact appear during the story of Kingdom Hearts 4, it would be as a B-plot in the story as opposed to them running into Sora like Organization 13 would do in really both Chain of Memories and Kingdom Hearts 2. And honestly, I'm kind of hoping that if the Foretellers are introduced to Sora as data or secret boss fights, that they'll be introduced as sort of a slow burn rather than all at once. It might be really interesting to see just which unique clues each Foreteller could leave for Sora until the next game, and it could even be 2 to 3 Foretellers in each game, and not necessarily just one Foreteller each game. But because this video is a part of a suite that will analyze each Foreteller's abilities, strengths, and potential clues, I'll be breaking down 4 of the 6 Foretellers, with each of the 4 Foretellers getting their own video. And I've opted not to do an analysis of Ava or Luciu in this suite because it's hard to say whether Ava or Luciu are still acting under the Master's orders when it comes to harnessing those pure darknesses within them, since both Ava and Luciu have shown that they've sort of strayed away from the Master's broader plans with their own agendas in Kingdom Hearts Union Cross. So there's a chance that Ava and Luciu may present themselves to Sora at some point in the Lost Master arc, but in a different way. So one of the first Foreteller secret battles I'm expecting Sora to take on would be Foreteller Gula. And this is essentially because Gula appears to be the youngest Foreteller and possibly therefore the weakest of the Foretellers. Actually, Gula appears to be around the same age or maybe a year younger than Sora, so this would be a very interesting meeting from the jump for Sora and Gula in a secret battle or a dated boss fight. And if it is the case that Sora would fight more than one Foreteller as either data boss fights or secret bosses, then I think the first couple of Foretellers he would come across would in fact be Gula and then Envy. But for the purposes of this video, we'll focus on Gula as the first potential Foreteller that Sora would face in a post-game boss fight as his introduction to the Foretellers and the Lost Master arc. So just because Foreteller Gula is one of the youngest and smallest Foretellers, that doesn't mean that he'll be an easy post-game battle. With his mask representing that of the leopard and his smaller frame, Gula might be one of the quickest Foretellers when it comes to attacking and evading attacks. Additionally, the actual blades on Gula's Keyblade are very pointed and seem to almost represent lightning bolts. Whether this means Gula conjures mainly lightning or thunder magic is currently unknown, but I do think that his Keyblade's appearance could indicate that Gula's attacks would either be sharp due to his speed or heavily based in lightning, or even both. So a potential matchup with Sora and Gula might reflect that of Sora and Data Larxene in Kingdom Hearts 3, but probably with a faster speed as Gula evades Sora's attacks and deals more devastating counterattacks. And because Gula's mask represents a leopard, it'll actually be interesting if one of Gula's attacks could actually conjure a leopard or the spirit of a leopard during battle. I'm kind of imagining if this does occur that there wouldn't be an actual leopard joining the battle, but rather a projection of a leopard as a part of Gula's more critical attack. But again, a Gula post-game boss fight would likely be Sora's introduction to the Foretellers, so while this battle would be very difficult regardless, it will likely be one of the easier boss battles among the Foretellers in retrospect. And so once Sora defeats Gula, or maybe even before the battle starts, I can see Gula leaving a message for Sora that has to do with the concept of truth. And this is essentially based on Gula's previous role as defined in Kingdom Hearts Key and Kingdom Hearts Key back cover, which was that Gula was tasked with finding out who the traitor among the Foretellers was. Of course, the Lost page detailing the traitor was more of a ploy to draw out dark and negative emotions among the Foretellers, but because they didn't know that, at least at the time, this could lead to the message of truth that Gula leaves for Sora. But also because these battles with the Foretellers may be dated battles, this will mean that we'd be fighting some dated version of Gula as Sora. So it might make sense that based on the available data of Gula that's saved, that Gula would still leave some sort of message about truth and discernment for Sora if Sora wins this fight. So having Gula as the introductory fight to the Lost Masters, or rather the Foretellers, will make for quite an interesting battle between him and Sora, not just due to their similar age and size, but also due to Gula's abilities and his potential message for Sora to go further in order to find the truth. But I want to hear from you, so let me know what you think about Gula as one of the secret post-game boss fights in the comments below. If you want to explore some more Kingdom Hearts theories, I'll be linking another Kingdom Hearts theory video here in the end screen. And as always, be sure to hit the like button and subscribe to this channel if you enjoyed this video and want to watch more Kingdom Hearts content. And if there's anyone who may have questions about what to expect for the upcoming Kingdom Hearts games, be sure to share this video. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you next time.